So here we are, playing...
Order in the Court, baby.
Yeah, so...
This is one of my favorite games. Well, we're playing the first one.
We are playing the first one.
Because it's vague enough for Friend Balrog, who is old man now, forgot to mention.
Yeah, I'm fucking 30. Holy shit, 2001. So that's...
Yeah, because it originally came out, I think, Game Boy Advance in Japan, and then we got it on the DS with the upgrades for dual
So
screen
I
stuff.
must have played it in like 2004. 2004.
Cool. This is one of my favorite games. Like, probably top 5.
16 goddamn years since I played this game.
Damn, probably about a year since I played it, year or two. Because I played a lot. Yeah, baby, episode 1. Oh, you have to play the games in order? That's so fucking rude. You can't even start on the second one. Okay, cool. I'm glad that we decided to do one anyway.
Whew.
That's blood!
Oh, shit.
So, because this is the Switch Remastered Trilogy, I think the mobile version uses these art assets too. All the character sprites.
Yeah, everything looks a lot more updated.
Well, these are the original artwork pieces that were like drawn.
Oh.
To cram that shit onto the GBA and DS, they had to like digitize them into sprites so they don't look as good. So all the like courtroom character sprites are like the actual like character art.
Oh.
For anyone who's never played or seen one of these games before, you do big courtroom battles. But it's never a question of who the bad guy is.
You gotta prove that it's them.
Getting the characters to prove it, yeah.
So you gotta be real good at questioning the witnesses and looking at all the evidence and shit, and then remembering those details and bringing them up in court, and then finding inconsistencies in your opponent's case. You
remember how the DS games had the microphone added? You could shriek objection at your phone to press the witness and stuff.
Oh, nice.
It's fucking great. It actually wasn't. You never did that. Imagine you're just like on the bus and you just scream at your DS, objection!
So let's see. R is for previous court record.
Yeah, I think that's just like your inventory for evidence and shit. Big titty mentor lady. Yeah, these character sprites are significantly better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they made that change starting from the mobile version onward. They could just use the original art and not have to, like, lower the resolution.
See, I think it's very interesting that the court cases here are a lot more like how court cases go in the rest of the world. Because in Japan, court cases are usually...
You are guilty until found innocent.
And, like, 99% of the time...
No,
hold on. If you're going to court in Japan,
it's too late.
It's too fucking late. You are basically guilty, and it's just a formality.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're, like, by some miracle you are not guilty, but they think you are, you're fucked.
You're going down.
You are going to jail forever.
Now, the first game, the localization team decided to make it set in Los Angeles. For the Americas, which was like fine, but then the later games had like really, really specific cultural things in it, and the like Capcom NA team was just like, oh fuck.
God damn it.
Like 2, I think straight up has, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3, but there's like a Japanese culture festival, and it's very clearly in Japan, but they're like. They decided to play it off as this game taking place in an alternate reality where, like, certain post-war laws never happened, and so there was, like, a big Japanese, like, scene in California.
Okay.
That was how they explained away all the, like, blatant culture-specific things.
I mean, there are, like, cultural festivals that happen all over the place.
They're pretty unique. Well, they put themselves into such a corner that there was no way to say that was LA.
Okay, because like even here in the city we're in, they do fucking cultural festivals for like.
Sure.
Here's the.
There's more than just that. That was just like the one example.
Okay.
They backed themselves into the biggest corner possible in the later games. That there was no way to say this is plain old LA, which is very funny. It doesn't really come up in the first game because they didn't have those kinds of references. Controller rumble.
This controller rumble is very it's intense, but it's like a very tight rumble. Like it's very small.
Yes. Larry Butts. If something smells, it's the butts.
Larry Butts.
So this game is full of punny names.
Yep.
It's okay, you're gonna save your childhood friend Larry from the courtroom gremlins.
Bloom.
Bloom. Some good sound effects.
My name is Phoenix Wright, but people call me Nick.
Put Phoenix Wright in Smash.
That would be good.
It worked for Marvel vs. Capcom. Das Blood. It's usually the butts. You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna save my best
You're
friend.
gonna save Larry Butts. Which also happens in every game, regardless of whether or not he deserves it.
Oh. Oh man, there's gotta be one game. See, you can't set up a character like that and not have him at one point actually do
He actually do the murder.
actually do the crime that he gets pulled for.
No, I think never. He's one of the few characters that's like always like. There's a couple of those like recurring characters that's in every game. Did the first one have? Do you remember the old lady Wendy Oldbag?
No.
Okay, I can't remember if she's in the first game or not. But whatever game she does appear in, she also shows up in like every game. But yeah, no, I don't think Larry ever does the crime. He sometimes does things that are like real weird and crime adjacent.
Like really questionable and like...
Yeah, like when you find out what he really did, it's like, okay, that's also not okay that you did that. But you didn't stab this person, and that's really what we're after here. Man, Judge looking good.
Damn, look at that Judge. Larry Butts.
Phoenix Wright. I always love that too, because a lot of those multiple choice questions, like two of them are clearly wrong.
Yeah.
And the ones that are wrong are very funny. Glad I read the case report in my war record. Hit that R button.
Cindy, wow.
Cinderblock?
You mean the DC villain by the same name?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, it's Cinderblock. She was fucking knocked over the head.
She was clobbered with a thing. Yes. Other recurring intro baddie, Winston Payne.
Oh, I hate him.
Get it? It was the Thinker statue. Get that shit into evidence, baby. No, Larry will be fine. He's reliable.
Oh man, that like subtle little twitch he did was very
I
good.
saw it. Passport added to court record. I wonder how hard it was for Capcom to pitch this game to Nintendo.
I don't know.
I bet there's some weird history. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna let Larry keep going, or are you gonna tell him to shut up?
Leading the witness.
Oh, it's time you to let him go. A witness. Do you like those two images that just flip flop?
Yep.
Who's the other witness? Frank saw it. Get it?
Oh, I hate him so
Oh my god, I love how his head doesn't move, but his torso does. So here's Damon's hot Phoenix Wright tips 101. Press every statement. Ow. Yeah, first we gotta hear what he says, and then we can harass his every line.
Couldn't enter, but then he called the phone, the phone in her apartment.
Wow, weird. What a quinky dink. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cross-examination time.
How did you fucking get through law school, you dumb shit?
Shut up. It's very easy. Passing the bar is fine. Hell yeah, this music's always good. Rub it like right in their face. She means it literally, like. What's the press button? Oh, L is the press button.
Okay.
He's just gonna go through the same things he already said.
Right.
So you can press each statement for more info on what he said, which in some cases will cause them to add another thing to it or clarify what they said or.
So should I just literally press every?
I usually press literally every statement. Yeah.
I'll just do the Damon method.
Sometimes you can tell right away what the wrong statement is.
Yeah.
But sometimes the wrong statement is one that won't be added to the testimony until you press the correct statement anyway. I think the one that's a problem is the time one, if I remember right.
See right there, he says he didn't touch anything in her apartment, and then he's like, however, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Oops. Oh, I can go back.
I think in the original version of the game, you actually had to go all the way to the end and then start from the top again to go back. Yeah, he just reached inside with his Mr. Fantastic arm. Grabbed it. I think this is the one that has some problems. You should check your court record. You have to. You're just looking at it right now. If you go back, there should be.
Oh, I can hit X to present.
Oh, there you go.
I love the hand tap.
I also love that. I also love this fucking song. It's fucking great. Nobody. Oh, and he started wiggling faster. Look at him go.
He's sweating.
Oh shit, he doesn't like that. Now he remembers. Let's try this again. Oh yeah, it's 2001 when you still taped things and watched them. Was VHS still a thing in 2001? Probably, right?
It was starting to get phased out.
That was when things were releasing on VHS and DVD.
Yes.
Oh man. We get people at work all the time that call us, being like, "Do you guys buy VHSs?" We're like, almost never.
Unless they're really rare and expensive. No.
Which is, yeah. Well, what people hear about is there was a guy who basically tricked everyone into thinking those Disney Black Diamond VHSs were worth money.
Yep.
By listing them and then buying them from himself for tons of money. And then people are like, oh my god, they're worth money? I'm like, no, it's worth $1. I'd sell it for $1, man. Well, I've seen it on the internet. So he's saying he heard the time on something.
I'm not sure if it was. I mean, I obviously know that I can present the thing saying, "Hey, there was a blackout in this building from this time to this time."
Oh, that might actually be what they want here.
But I'm not sure which statement to use it on.
If I had to guess, probably the one where he mentions, I think it's the last statement, where he says it was probably from the TV. Or whichever one that was.
You think that?
I would guess this one. Because what time does the blackout say? Noon to set, yeah. You always know you got it when the music stops.
Ah.
Although I think in some cases there might be multiple statements where it's okay. It varies from game to game, but I think there are some testimonies where you can do it on like one or the other. Or it'll accept like two pieces of evidence to prove it.
Ah, I see. Did his hair just like pop off of his head a
Yeah,
little
he's
bit?
got the toupee.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's got the fake hair. Third time's the charm, right? Oh god. How'd you hear the time, friend? He saw it. Yeah, we clearly know the murder weapon is something else. Hold it, mister. Oh shit. You and your evidence.
Ugh.
Ugh. Gross. Nah, that's good. Except game over. Look at those heads. Oh.
And it probably also said 1 because she probably bought it in Paris, which is several hours
Oh,
Behind.
shit.
See, fucking galaxy brain.
I think
taking
you're
over.
actually right. I think that's where they're going with this. I think that's the one. I like ask the neighbors. Give me that bloody clock. Beep. It's almost like you just guessed this. How are you gonna prove that? Damn it, you were so close. Those gross, slimy lawyers and their evidence. Oh, rest in peace, Larry.
Rest in pepperonis.
Ah, now for Phoenix Wright's true courtroom skill. Bullshit. Make crap up to get people thinking, and then roll with it. Oh, that I know. God, I wonder the localization team trying to translate that, because that was probably originally written in times from Japan to Paris.
Yep.
And they probably had to fuck it all sorts of ways to make it work for Japanifornia. San Francisco, Japanifornia. Oh!
shit!
And now he spontaneously combusts.
Has a seizure. Yeah, alright, I did it!
You are the big courtroom hero. We find Larry Butts not guilty this
Now
time.
it is just a formality.